what's up, and welcome to this week's first episode of So Can We Talk About? I am OTK, the One True Kayla, and if you didn't know by now, well, you should watch my videos more. How about that? Alright, so for this Wednesday's episode, this one goes out to D-Rex at Rainy Bubbles on Twitter, who wanted to know what my favorite non-superhero comics were. So far on this channel has been a lot of comic book material, a lot of superhero stuff, mostly Marvel and DC. So I actually really like that idea. I think this is perfect. I do read comic books of all sorts, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys my top 5. Not really current, but top 5 non-superhero comic books that I really do enjoy and I highly recommend for you guys to check out. So the first one on my list, the main character is actually featured on my Smash or Pass, and I love this book so much. The art is amazing, the story, the writing, the characterization, everything is so good. And the book I'm talking about is Dark Horse Comics' Lady Killer. Now, if you do not know what Lady Killer is, I gave a little explanation in my Smash or Pass video about the main character, Josie Schuler, but I'll do it for you guys again. Pretty much, it takes place in the 1960s, about a mother, house mother, stay-at-home mom, there we go, stay-at-home mom, that's the word, house mother, who actually lives a double life. So this is a woman who has a husband, 2 little girls, and your basic run-of-the-mill 1960s, mom, Tupperware parties and all that. But in actuality, she is a assassin, a secret agent of sorts for this really big company. Now, the first book goes through her trying to find, trying to leave her corporation so that she can just focus on, happy at home life, which things are great, and her just trying to get out of the business. This comic book is bloody, it is violent, but in a extremely smart artistic way. Nothing about it ever felt too graphic, even though there is some chopping up of body parts, but altogether it is a beautifully well constructed book, one of the smartest books I've read in the last 6-7 years. So I highly recommend Lady Killer for you guys. Again, it's by company Dark Horse. Love it. Alright, so my second pick or recommendation for non-superhero comic book would be Deadly Class. Image Comics' Deadly Class. Oh my god, I love Deadly Class so much. I love Deadly Class so much. Now, because I haven't worked in a comic book store for, I think it's been 2 years, it's been very hard for me to keep up with a lot of things that I've read. Even the stuff that I bought, I haven't read things straight up in 2 years, really focused and read. So Deadly Class for me, sadly, is one of those books that I need to catch up on, but here it is. With Deadly Class, it takes place in the 80s. Now, the main character is this kid from Nicaragua who loses both of his family and becomes an orphan, goes into the system. In turn, the first chapter, he's at an arcade, I believe, running from the cops, and he actually gets saved by a group of kids and then taken to what's basically an underground assassin school, and it's awesome. I think one of my main things is assassins. It's so good. The art is so visceral, so mentally engaging. It's so much fun, this book. The Rick Remender, who's writing the book, it's just so smart, and it kind of, while I was reading it, it kind of hits you at a core. I love a lot of vintage things, retro things. I'm a child of the 90s, but I was born in the 80s. So a lot of these things I still get because I am into that type of pop culture. It's just such a diverse group of teenagers, and it's all that stuff teenagers are going through, but on the side, you have to kill people to pass class. You have to become the ultimate assassin, and there are rules and there are consequences for everything you do. Everyone's got a rich backstory on how they ended up there, and it's so good. If you're looking for something that's cool, fun, relatable, and just kicks ass, read Deadly Class. Just read Deadly Class. I will recommend this book till I die, and you know, I need to start recommending it back to myself because I definitely need to catch up. Now, another book that I'm a huge fan of, I believe also comes out from Image Comics, and it kind of, we're gonna deter from the assassin stuff, and the book is called Sunstone. I love Sunstone. Now, the reason why I love Sunstone is it's a very interesting, complex slice of life in a way book. So there's no killing, there's no magic, there's no powers. What it is, it's a BDSM love story about two women who are discovering themselves through BDSM and discovering each other and finding a dom-sub relationship and just going through that. This book is so smart. It's so cute in a way. Like, just reading it, I was just like, oh, this is really sweet. But then, you know, they're tying each other up and all this stuff. But it's just, it's at the heart of it a growth and love story. And it's just so smart, so funny, so witty, and very engaging. If you're looking for something different, something slightly more adult, I definitely suggest Sunstone. I love that book. It's just really, really good. And who doesn't love an awesome, relatable, you know, female love story? Nothing feels forced, nothing is fake. You know, being queer myself, that's kind of really what I related to the most. Just trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure this new relationship out with each other, and what you like and what you don't like. And it does jump back to when both girls started and the people around them, how everyone affects this and how everyone's intertwined with this BDSM lifestyle. It's so good. I think if you're reading 50 Shades of Grey, you're an idiot. You should be reading Sunstone. That's it. Don't go watch these movies. Don't read that book anymore. Just read Sunstone, and the art is fun too. Now, let me see. Number 4. What was my number 4? Number 4. I have to give a shout out to one of my favorite one-off books in the last couple years, called Infinite Loop. If Infinite Loop would be easy for you guys to pick up, it is one trade. It's a time travel love story as well. I love a lot of love stories. I know when I do my Soul Wave videos and we talk about music and concepts and stuff, you know, I'm always saying I'm not really a romantic and things like that, but at the heart, I really am. Now, with Infinite Loop, it's these two characters. Your main character works for this company that goes through time trying to fix anomalies, things that will affect history. So it kind of jumps back from future, past, and all that stuff, which is really fun. The art is amazing as well. And in, you know, checking out one anomaly, she finds this female anomaly that kind of changes her whole perspective of everything that happens, and, you know, the company and her own personal universe kind of crumbles, and she needs to decide whether to stick with this anomaly and save it or do her job. And how the anomaly and the main character Teddy, how they work with each other, how they affect each other, and, you know, what's right and what's wrong. And it's really, really good. It's very sweet, and I love this book. I love this book so much. It's definitely worth picking up. So Infinite Loop, please pick up that book. It's so good. Alright, so let's see. Number 5. What was my 5th one? Maybe I could pick... Oh god, there's just so many. Like, I could mention Saga. But Saga gets a lot of play, but if you're not reading Saga, read Saga. Side note. But I'll give you one of my favorite ones. It's actually a collection of an older series called Barbarella. Older comics, and especially comics that aren't from the States, are very interesting. I'm a big fan of Barbarella. I love the movie, Jane Fonda. That starred Jane Fonda from the 1960s, I believe. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And finding out that it's based off a comic and actually buying the collected works, it's so kitsch. It's just the language in it, the art in it, and it's very... I don't even know, it was ahead of its time, but still of its time, because it started you know, during the sexual revolution in a way, and women finding their place in that and accepting that and who they are. But even in reading a lot of the collected works, it's still, in my opinion, relatable to a lot of the stuff that goes on today. Women still trying to find themselves, be strong in who they are sexually, who they are as a person, who they are as a hero, and it's just great. So if you have the opportunity, please pick up the collected works of Barbarella. Watch the movie as well. That movie is a tour de force. It is just so good, and Jane Fonda is crushed still on Jane Fonda. Even to this day when she's on Grace and Frankie, I love Jane Fonda. So there we go. Those are 5 recommended non-superhero comic books, or, you know, 5 of my favorite non-superhero comic books that I think you guys should definitely check out. If there are books that you guys like that aren't superhero related, please comment below. I would like to know what you guys are reading as well. I always want to know what you guys are reading, and I'm always up for recommendations. Currently, there's quite a few books that I need to catch up on, including Saga, Deadly Class, Sunstone, Paper Girls. There's Rat Queens. There's just a lot of books out there that I love and I will recommend, but I feel as of right now I kind of want to catch up on everything before I give you guys bigger recommendations. But let me know what you guys think. Please comment below. Please comment below. Please comment below, like, subscribe, and share. And remember, guys, we all gotta start somewhere.